The Magnet School here, the program at Lakeview Centennial, was formed to try to attract other students to come to this school. We have 5 different programs that are very specialized that other schools do not have, and that draws students to help build up our enrollment. At one time, we were a very small school, but since I've been here 10 years, and our enrollment has more than doubled due to the magnet programs. Each magnet program, which there are 5 of, offer a magnet scholarship, and this will be the 5th year that the scholarships are offered. They started 4 years ago, and well, I guess almost 5 years ago, and each program has its own magnet scholarship, and each student or several students apply and go through the paperwork that they have to do, different requirements to apply for these scholarships to help them get scholarship money to go to college. Well, we have 5 different magnet programs here at Lakeview. The first one is television production. We are sitting in the television production studio here at Lakeview, and I've always been fascinated with this program. There's so much equipment and up to date. And many students that attend here to this program, they go on to colleges that are large universities that do not have the up-to-date, as good as equipment as we have here at Lakeview. Also, another program is I think one of our newest programs is the Collegiate Academy, and we also pair that with our AVID program. The Collegiate Academy allows students to graduate from high school with a 2 years associate degree. So that means they have 2 years of college already taken care of. And what a financial savings that is, because that does not cost them anything. We also have our classical magnet program, and that is dance. It's not just drill team dance, which is great, but it's also ballet, hip hop, all of the areas of dance. And we have piano, beginners through advanced levels, and then we also have our Latin program. We also have our Law, Magnet, and Criminal Justice program, and several of our students from that program go on to colleges and universities to major in that and to become professionals in that field. And last but not least, we have our Future Teacher Internship program. Now, every high school in the district has that program, but not like the program that we have, because our teachers' internship here at this school can go to all levels of the high school or middle school or elementary and do their practicum, where at the other schools they just have one level. The scholarships are awarded at the Senior Assembly in May at the end of the school year. The applications are usually due in March, and then that gives the committee most of April to make their selections. And then we know, and the students don't know until the Senior Assembly in May. And they are coming up and getting their awards, and then whoever's presenting the award walks out to present, and they're usually very surprised and excited and happy to receive it. The Magnet Scholarship Program began about 5 years ago. It really began with when my son, Stephen, who was about 10 at the time, had brain cancer, and it was 9.5 when he was diagnosed, and he went through the normal surgery. It was glioblastoma multiforme, grade 4. There's no cure. He went through the normal surgery, radiation, and chemo, and it came back, and he went through another surgery and radiation and chemo, and it came back again. And so then the doctor said, there's just really nothing we can do. But being his parents, my husband and I, John, my husband, were not ready to give up. And so I had been researching, and we were looking into alternative medicines. But insurance doesn't cover the alternative medication. And the school, Lakeview, who I will always be grateful to, and Dr. Hudson was so instrumental in this, and Rebecca Cherry, our school nurse, they hosted a golf tournament that fall, and they called it the Stephen Whitelow golf tournament to benefit him. And the way that the faculty and the staff and the community came out for this golf tournament, they had to bring in golf carts from another golf course. There were so many people playing. And they raised over $13,000, and they gave that to our family to pay for Stephen's alternative medical treatment. And it was just amazing, the outpouring of love for me, for my family, and for my son. And my son is no longer with us. He passed away about a year later. But I do believe that the medicines that we were able to do helped his health, whereas he felt good, and he had a great last year of life. And we traveled and did wonderful things. And 2 of the 5 magnet scholarships are actually in memory of people that have passed away. The first one that we've talked about is the Stephen Whitelow Classical Magnet Scholarship. That was my son that passed away from cancer. And then 3 days before he died, we lost a teacher here near and dear to our hearts, Annette Kasparian. And she was our law magnet instructor. And she was well loved by students and teachers alike, and one of the scholarships is in her memory. The golf tournament's always very special for me. I always remember how excited Stephen was. He had a great time riding around that golf cart. He had trouble believing that all those people were there to help him, and it was a very special time for him and for our family. And I'm really thankful that Lakeview and Dr. Hudson and Rebecca Cherry continued to keep the golf tournament going. Stephen was a really special child. Every parent thinks their child's special, but he had a way about him, and he was had a very sweet spirit. And I know that he would be very pleased that something that was started for him is able to be used for other students. And for him to be remembered in this way is such an honor. It's an honor for us as his family, and it's an honor, I know that he is honored by it.